I'm always a tad wary of products that advertise themselves as subversive. Because surely the whole point of being subversive is that you don't play to people's expectations. The whole point about being subversive is that people don't expect you to go against the grain, and telling people that you are subversive kind of, I mean, I suppose that is in and of itself subversive, I guess, but it's an odd choice. So 'tis with some reservations that I begin Cookie Cutter. Cookie Cutter is one of those metroidvanias that has been, I've heard a lot of hype about it, and yet I myself haven't been massively enthused. Not because of the aforementioned subversive thing. That's literally something I've just noticed on the storefronts, but just because the kind of general aesthetic of the game isn't necessarily my cup of tea. But fresh off the back of Hunter X Codename T, and I do mean fresh off the bat, I finished making my map of it about 4 hours ago. I'm launching straight into a new game, one that I hope will be a little bit more fun and a little less mediocre. We have basically no options. We have music, we have volume, we have language. We can play in Italian, Spanish, Français, Dutch. I'm thinking that's Chinese, but I am unfortunately not language literate. We've got some attacks. These are Xbox prompts, but whatever, I can deal with it. I'm not noting a dedicated map button. I'm hoping that there is one, and it's just more context sensitive. Let us begin. I don't actually know very much about Cookie Cutter because I've kind of not really been following it. Are we supposed to have sound here? It's the Death Star! Do we have no sound because we're in space? Or do we just have no sound? Not a single iota of sound. As in literally silence. And I know things are working because I can see my microphone going up and down in OBS, but the game is making Denzel's. The game's making precisely zero sound. I'm assuming there is supposed to be at least music here, if not a voiceover. But we have nothing. And yet we did have something on the options menu. Pills on the inside, but I suspect I'm going to be missing important context here. Should we skip and try again? Capturing the mouse cursor. Okay. So we've definitely got sound. We just had no sound for the intro movie. That's unfortunate. Cannot go left at the start for an extra life or a friend. This is horrifying. And I suspect is explained by the intro sequence. let's try it again.
First, there was the void.
There we go.
And from the void came the matter. And like a cancer floating within nothingness.
Bug within the first second of the game.
Discover its secrets, but all failed.
Not the Death Star, then.
That is, except for Victor Garbanzos. He led the Infonet Corporation deep into the heart of the megastructure and vanished. For years he was gone, presumed lost like all others. But one day Victor returned. He emerged from the heart of the megastructure with incredible knowledge, unbelievable technologies, and immeasurable power. To the astonishment of the people,
that's a lot of adjectives.
He declared that the worthy would no longer
Superlatives.
fear death, that the Infonet Corporation would forever preserve their souls in immortal metallic bodies. Metallic bodies called Denzels.
Denzels.
The Denzels built the magnificent Golden City, Mecca to the chosen, epicenter to all the knowledge and the power of the megastructure. All that was 212 years ago.
It's a very specific number.
And their Infonet Corporation still rule the megastructure today. No one knows what was found in the shadows centuries ago, or the true nature of the power that it gave. But the promised utopia was a lie. The Denzels aren't blissful, eternal vessels for devoted souls. They are the mechanized prisons of industrial slaves, bound forever to the will and whim of the noble corporation.
Yes!
Rebels fight against the tyranny, but their efforts are hopeless. Infonet's twisted armies are just too powerful.
Capitalist dystopia!
Shinji Fallon. Once the engineer at Infonet, I was a part of their machine. And yes, I stood by as lives were destroyed. But no more. I will end this. My only hope is to know what they know. For that, I must follow in their footsteps and journey to the heart of the megastructure. I built my own Denzel, one beyond their control. I've manufactured Denzels before, but this one was different. This was creation, not construction. As the spark of her took hold, there was something I didn't expect. Something I didn't even know that I was looking for.
Oh.
She, Cherry, gave life to me.
Cherry's our protagonist, I believe.
Is my happiness. We shared a beautiful life together, but we still planned to find the truth. We just never got the chance. Because one night, Infonet came for us.
Jeez. And this is where we start the game, I guess. That's why we're in a bit of a state. Oh dear. Oh dear! Right, that makes a lot more sense. I'm glad we tried that again. Well, we are in the States. Oh. Nice billboards. Oh dear.
Please, let her go.
Something tells me this isn't going to,
And why would I do that? Really, Shinji? Does this thing actually mean something to you?
Just let her be, Salem. You got me. Please, give her back to me.
I don't think so. Hey, the gates. Dispose of this
That's very
abomination.
British.
It's time to go.
Wait!
Jeez. Well, that's not very pleasant. Yes. It feels that this is going for edgy. I like the art style, but it's definitely going for edgy.
Good morning, kiddo. Wasn't sure if you were going to get out of bed today.
Oof, yeah, gotta say, I felt better.
You look better, too. You have the nightmares again?
Ugh, don't want to talk about it.
I'm going to take that as a yes. Jog loose any new memories about your primary function, at least?
Not even remotely. Ugh, F my life.
I know it's confusing. Just give yourself some time. How about we talk about some good news instead?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Lay it on me.
You should know already, Cherry. Can't you feel it? I surely can. Stress testing is complete, and I'm happy to report that your core structure is powered up and firing on all cylinders. Cookie Cutter is fully active.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 down there. Hold up. You're saying I'm good to go?
You better believe it. All systems are in the clear, girlie. It's finally time to bring Shinji back home.
Hell yeah! Ugh, I've wasted enough time already. Let's freaking do this. Take care of yourself, Raz. I owe you one.
When you're right, you're right. And you're right. Listen, I know my timing ain't the best, but I'm going to call in that favor now, if you don't mind.
You don't waste any time, do ya? Okay, what you need?
You know, no big. Just a huge, ugly bug stole my backpack and fled underground. It's got all my tools in it. Those creepy suckers scared the shit out of me.
A sewer mission.
Can you maybe do me a solid and retrieve it?
Fine, you big baby. I'll squash the scary bugs for you. I'll be back before you get hungry.
Oh, that's hurtful. I'm working on me every day, but I'm gonna need those tools if you want me to work on you.
How come there's some words missing from bits?
Glad we
I don't
resolved
know.
this. Off you go. See ya on the flip, girlie.
Her animation's too fast. Just that no, that's too fast. So either it's designed like that, which is very, very possible, or this is one of those games that runs really weird if you don't limit the frame rates. Which is daft because it's a Unity game and they don't tend to screw up as much. Where's Cookie Cutter's executable? It's there. Frame rate limits 60. Nope, still going ham. I guess it's a stylistic choice then. Right. There's our map. Here's our world map. The Hidden Diner. We've got some components. Hold down and Cherry will use the power of the void to heal her body. Okay. Abilities, components, weapons, items, la map. We can zoom out. Interesting that we have some doors marked on already. We can zoom in quite far, it must be said. Right, left at the start.
It's a checkpoint. If you ever fall during battle, your body will be reconstructed at the last visited checkpoint.
Fab.
Convenient.
And convenience.
You can activate the elevator by pressing the quick attack button on the lever.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Do we know, though? Whoa! Okay, that's what that does. Whee! That's our attack combo. We are quite zoomed out. This door.
Boy, it's locked. It appears we will need to require the lost sector's key before we can gain access. Well, that sure smarts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's weird that not everything is being subtitled. Back we go. Not getting up there. See, now the frame rate feels really different. What is this running at? Oh, it should be running at 60. There's no way that this should be running at anything below 60. Either way, we may as well turn the frame rate limiter off because it ain't doing squats. Oh no, that feels better. Maybe the frame rate limiter was actually causing problems. Can I get a frame counter on the screen at all? Oh no, that's just going to crash. Oh, we're still here. This is going well, isn't it? If I was a professional YouTuber, then naturally I would have got all this sorted before. But the whole point of a first impressions video is to give your absolute first impressions of things.
Dear, I sense danger ahead. Use your quick attack to dispose of this enemy threat. Don't forget, you can do combos if you execute your quick attack in rapid succession.
Thanks, Regina. So far, so good.
Deal a lot of damage, but they do recharge your void. Pay attention to the white bar in the upper left corner as you fight your next enemy.
Okay.
You can spend voids to use weapons and combat abilities you'll find on your journey.
Yeah, okay.
You can always avoid enemy attacks and even hazards simply by rolling out of harm's way.
Left trigger. That is not my favourite button to have that on, it has to be said. Weapon wheel is right trigger. Combat ability. Right, that's going on that. That's fine. Those should be okay. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, but why you would have... I mean, unless you're not going to use evade very much, which I sincerely doubt, why you wouldn't have it on the same button that basically everybody else does. Or maybe that's part of the subversion.
Don't be shy to defeat any potential threats. They can drop valuable materials that will likely be useful to you in the future.
Yeah, it feels like they've rewritten the text since the voice acting was done, which is fine. It's just noticeable. Wow, that has got some significance. Right, so the map. Huh? Where's the map button gone? I seem to have lost the menu entirely. This isn't going great. Main menu. Game menu. Is it because I'm using a PS5 controller? Is it having a mare? Get quite a lot of horizontal. Oh, we're not getting back up anyway. Yeah, we've just completely lost the game menu. It's not working anymore. Gauntlets! This powerful fist is able to change size with a blast of energy. Use it to beat the hell out of enemies. Ground attack combo Y, air punch in air plus Y, uppercut, up and Y. Okay, and that uses our fancy bar. So quick attack to build up power.
Sherry, be careful. The gauntlet deals great damage.
Okay, it's just what I've just said.
Keep an eye on your void meter as you fight these conveniently short
Okay, that humor I appreciate. Ooh.
You can also finish enemies in glorious fashion when they're stunned. Once their HP is critical,
Okay.
press the heavy attack button when near them for powerful finishes.
Now we're talking. I get to brutalize them? I'm gonna make it rain blood.
Perfectly normal dialogue.
Stabbing, but technically accurate. Brutalizing enemies will generate void spheres that will recover void in large amounts.
Okay. Jeez, okay. So that prompt pops up every time. That's good to know. That's void juice and that's healing, but we're at full both, so we're gonna have combat challenge rooms. Nice. So we got uppercuts. Pow! Nice and easy. Parry tutorial.
Enemies by parrying their attacks with the parry button. This only works if you get the timing just right. Here's a hint. Parryable attacks flash blue before enemies land strike. A successful parry will deplete enemies of their grit, which is represented by their yellow bars. As their grit reaches 0, they will be stunned and susceptible to all of your violence. Be careful, however, because...
Okay, well that's... Okay, so you don't hit it when it flashes, you hit it just before the parry lands. The flash is just to show that it can actually be definitely parried. Good to know. A thing. Okay, so
luckily, if you find yourself injured, you can always...
yeah, we have a magical healing vagina.
Spend void to replenish your health bar.
fancy! But first... Damn, this burger is TNT. Explosive as a nuke, addictive like a loop. There are 2 warm mutant patties, atomic sauce, radioactive pickles, creamy mosquito pus, and a synthetic fluffy bun. Come to K Napalm, the king of nuclear taste. Are you brave enough? Whee! I saw you. Extra bits. And some really glowy orange mushrooms. Woohoo! Still haven't got our... Oh. So, slide is down and attack. But it's not, is it? Because you've broken something. Actually. This is technically working on Steam. This isn't the Steam version of the game. This is the Epic Game Store version of the game. Because the Steam version isn't out for another 6 hours. Let's see. No, it's not working at all. Ooh, what? Okay. What do you mean? Am I sure I want to quit? Huh? You know, something tells me that the version that's gone live on the Epic's Game Store might not be the release version. Because it seems messy. Just with basic things like controls. No, I don't want. See, that's me pressing B for cancel, but it doesn't register it. It just... This is me holding A or X on the PlayStation controller. Oh, something is busted here. And that just closes the game. What on earth? Right. I guess I should try and run it through. This is not a good look, though, is it really? Right. The problem was, the reason why I was running it through Steam was because I couldn't get it to capture via Epic for whatever reason. Maybe it'll work now. I don't know. Oh, well, I've got the frame rate graph up, but it's not capturing in the window, is it? I've got a photo sensitivity warning here.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I mean, let's be honest. This is a Unity game. There shouldn't be any issues with a Unity game.
Moments later.
Oh, I'm gonna have to stop this and try and piss about with it. BRB.
More moments later.
Right, for now, things seem to be back. But unfortunately, we have to go through the tutorial again. So, yay for things breaking. Still, it gives me more of an opportunity to get used to the controls. Yeah, so you've got to wait for them to stand still before that actually works. They've got to be standing still with the prompt over their head. If it's flashed up before, but you've hit them, you still need to wait for them to stand still again. The parry timing seems very... very narrow and limited. To the extent that it might not be useful, which is a shame, because I like good parry mechanics. Yeah, that seems, quite frankly, a bit stupidly tight. I suspect I won't bother using it unless there's some mechanic tied into it. There we go. So we can actually see things now. There's a door randomly in the middle of the wall there. Don't know why. Just is. Oh, yeah. There was that. We only need to hit it once. Anything over here, was there? No. I like the little kind of glitchy edges to things. Whee! A giant X. Ah, we need ground smash. Oh, and it marks it on the map for us automatically. Map button? It's not a map button, it's a menu button. A bug! Ow. Interesting. So that had the stun thing, but it was too high up to...
Goodness gracious. This looks like Raz's backpack.
That's a big backpack.
Don't waste time in returning it back to him.
You got Raz's backpack. So heavy and rusty. Contains some useful tools. Okay. Back out we go then.
This is a dental station. You can change your equipped components here. You'll also be able to teleport to other dental stations from here as you find and unlock them.
Ooh, that's not a particularly nice font, is it? It doesn't quite match with the rest of the aesthetic.
These are Shinji's logs. Unfortunately, they seem to be encrypted.
This just doesn't... It's not coming across as quite finished because of the mismatch between things.
Well, would you look at that?
Oh.
You found my backpack. I gotta be honest, I thought you were gonna die. I'm glad
Nice.
you did it, though. Now,
Great.
I've got a proper reward for you.
Oh.
So listen, this sector has 2 different exits. Take this here key to open the gates on either side, and you'll be able to explore the world beyond. One last thing. If you find any components along the way, bring them back to me, and maybe I can upgrade them for you.
Thanks, man. Although I find your lack of faith disturbing. There was no way those silly bugs were gonna stop me.
Yeah, I know.
And no voice line for that at all. Yeah, this feels unfinished. It feels like I'm hoping it's just buggy, like, you know, the intro sequence having 0 sound, but that doesn't excuse the massive mismatch between the written, you know, subtitles on screen and the actual voice acting. So we can go left or right. There's also stuff above us, but we can't get to that yet. Whee! Whee! And no voice line there. Or here. Has the Epic Game Store been released with an incomplete version of the game or something? Let me see if I can read this properly. Ahem. Biohazard epidemic. Keep out. Quarantine area. Infonet Corporation. This needs an elevator keycard. The Bloody Den. Okay. So we've got individual areas. As is kind of becoming quite common. What the F happened to this guy? Scanning. There's an extreme rapid mutation cascading through his biological systems. Can you get a little closer? No way. I'm fine where I'm at. Just look at him. His goddamn eyes look like they'll pop any second. Fine. I'm attempting to observe the phenomenon here in order to establish cause. You listen to me. Don't eat the big thing. You're not looking so good, man. What the hell happened to you? I don't think that's the source of the problem. A big space mammal? Saw a warning post outside. You may be infected with a virus. She's eating my brain. Is there anything we can do to help? Wow, okay. That's not very nice, just leaving him to that. A box of toys. Not a box of toys. The odd empty room. What are these things anyway? Squids. I don't understand this parry timing at all. Can you? Oh, you can. Blue tentacle. Yeah, so this has very much got the kind of Hollow Knight style. Well, no, not quite Hollow Knight style. My air dash. That. Yeah, that gives you a nice chunk. Splat. Oh. Right, we don't have any coyote time. At all, actually. Don't know what you are. You're a save point. I didn't even see what I hit then. Execution. Lovely. Whoops. as much. Right. So, do we have a... We don't have a legend, do we? No. So, the little doll-looking things are our save points. The giant eye thing... Not a clue. Yeah, it looks like the best way of dealing with these guys is just to juggle them in the air. Okay, random currency container hidden in the corner. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, it's so far, so, you could bounce enemies onto the bouncy things! Wonderful! Oops. Oh dear. Yes, obviously it's not going to be as easy to, deal with enemies later on. Right, I can't get over that. Oh, we don't have any custom map markers. Okay, so we can punch them into the stuff. Buzzsaws. Buzzsaws is the word I'm after. The stuff. Oops. Bye. That's okay. Okay. Okay, we're not getting up there. We've got no way of marking it on either. I don't know. Not a huge fan of that. Yeah, enemies don't have... Oh, hello. Ow. It takes a... Oh, okay. He only takes damage in the head. Dear Lord. He takes damage in the head and he hits very hard indeed. Excuse me? Probably gonna die here. Yep. Okay, let's get out of there then. It's a thing that we can blow up. Possibly? It is. Memorial plaque. We are all fuel starters. To all our brothers and sisters who have merged now with the gods of void. What's this supposed to mean? Humans are not like us. They do not know who created them. They also fear death more than any other living creature. So when death occurs, they need to find a way out. They invent reasons in their absence of knowledge. They made up their own maker. How silly. In creation, all creatures are creators. There's no end and no beginning, just an endless movement, and you are a part of it like everything else. Whoa, that's deep. Not really, it's just basic maths. Okay. Can't get up there without a double jump or something along those lines. And can't get through there. This door is locked. And that is marked on the map for us. So, we've got an issue here. Oh, never mind. We have escaped. At a checkpoint. Doesn't restore our health though. Oh, I see. It's a little doll thing that gets put in place. That's actually quite a nice animation. I like that. This looks like a challenge room. Yeah. Oh! That's a death animation. And that's a recreation animation, but that's fine. Didn't seem to be any penalty for that either. Where am I? That's a lot of dudes. Nice music. Oops. Ow. That's a cool animation. Oop. That's going to go through the scenery. Huh. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, so there's no way you're going to be able to heal in those rooms versus ranged enemies. There's a bit too much going on here for... I got a box! I don't know what was in the box. I didn't actually see. I assume it was currency. I've survived! Yeah, so we just use the bits and pieces, the buzzsaws and so on and so forth. One thing I'm noting... Oh no, it does work both ways. It just didn't feel like it did. Okay. Scanner door? Ah, we need a way. Okay, we need an ability to get this eyeball into that socket over there. Don't know what it's going to be. It'll probably be really weird. We don't have an air dash, and I keep forgetting this. Blue tentacle. Oops. Oh, the lack of coyote time is gonna mess me up consistently. Which way I'm supposed to be going here? Yeah, they've got much wider hitboxes than I do. For example. And that works. Yeah, so you can do that in the air. There we go. Stuff in the corner. It's a lot of blue tentacles. I don't know which way I'm supposed to be going here. But I kind of feel like I want to go down and see what I've missed. For my sins, let's... heal up. Oops. Again, that was the, it's the isometric nature, actually, of the edges of the platform. They don't extend as far as they look like they extend. Ah, shortcut gets. So there's a save point here, isn't there? Yes. I don't know whether I needed to save there, but I did. And that just bounces back up. I'm probably going to end up jumping too early. Just out of paranoia more than anything else. You idiots. Well, the issue is I think we've got a little bit more momentum than I'd like. There's, horizontally, I mean, there's just a little bit too much floatiness. We just destroy everything. I assume I'm supposed to try and bounce over this? And has succeeded in doing so. Well done, me. Hi. Infonet, you fucking bums. Filthy bastards with big-ass guns. You'll see that we've got guts to march right over and kick your butts. Okay, I admit it, not my best work. Got wasted last night and lost my lyrics book somewhere in the west wing of this area, that's all I remember. Find Guy's lyric book. I mean, I assume we're supposed to find Guy's lyric book. And the hitboxes on those. Oh, I know what the issue is. I'll test whether I'm right or not in a second. Yeah, no, I am correct. There's no variable jump. So again, another subversive element in the sense that a massive quality of life feature from most Metroidvanias at present is the variable jump height, so you've got a feeling of more control over your jump. This doesn't have it. No matter how long you press the button for, I mean, it's possible that it might be an upgrade. There's something in this random locker. It's not our locker, but maybe it's something we could use. Blue tentacle. Great. Okay, we haven't... Huh? There we go. Right, so we can teleport back to the base. Okay. Right, so that's like a charm notches style. You need enough to equip the bits and pieces that you want. Okay. That be fine. So they've got a weird kind of lantern-y symbol. I don't know what that yellow thing was. Map is a tad on the slow side to scroll around. A little bit of the old ultra-violence. Quite like the backgrounds. Dying. Oh, whoa. Really? We don't have a lot of air control either. A yellow robot head. Can we actually see what that is from here? Oh, treasure chests. Okay. Currency containers or whatever. Nice that they're marked on the map. Enemy variety so far has been very, very basic. Yeah, the lack of edge maneuverability, I suspect, is going to get criticised. As is the parry timing. You know, you can't have a bright blue flash like that and then not expect people to want to press the button at that time. But it's not. You've got to wait. Yeah, that's just... That doesn't feel very good at all. I feel like I'm being really critical. Which is weird because these are the things that I wasn't expecting to critique. I was expecting to critique, you know, the subversive elements of the story and, you know, the animations being very hyper-stylized and not necessarily my cup of tea and the dialogue being a bit cringy. But instead I'm actually criticizing just basic systems, which don't feel good. Music's good though. They hit way too hard. Yeah. They just hit way too hard. For this early in the game, we've seen 3 enemies. God, the air control just feels ass, frankly. Got a load of forward momentum unless you just barely touch the stick at all. But hey, at least... I don't know. Nice. Don't know why I didn't expect that. Yeah, this isn't particularly exciting fight design. Yeah, the fact that we can take basically 3 hits from these dudes. Yeah, great animation, but very, very boring fights so far. Very spammy. Yeah, this parry mechanic is doing the combat no favors whatsoever. Yeah, I'm afraid my first impressions of Cookie Cutter aren't massively positive, which is a shame. Yeah, it was clearly a passion project. People have got a vision, but the combat's just not very good. You know, I don't think there's any point kind of complaining about the lackluster enemy variety so far when actually the combat hasn't been very exciting in the first place. Well, the exploration's been alright. I mean, it's not mind-blowing because there's nothing really that we've got in terms of, you know, ability to do anything yet. Oh, we can't even get back through there. Can't get through that door. I assume this is a component. Again, the lack of variable jump control just makes this feel really meh. Hi. Popper. Holy gods, who's sneaking up on me at this hour? Wait a minute, are you the courier? Yeah, are you blind? Wrong direction, dude. I'm over here. Newsflash, there's no food on your table. Please forgive us, sir. I assure you, we mean you no harm. What? There's 2 of you? Of course I'm blind. Can't see a thing with my LED visor. Last one got crushed. You here with my replacements? You're confused, old man. I'm not the delivery girl. So who are you? What do you want? We're just passing through. Name's Cherry. And I'm Regina, sir. Pleasure. I've got a kidney stone the size of a walnut that's just passing through too. Ha! Hilarious. Okay, first, TMI. Second, gross. I think your brain's scrambled, old man. We're out of here. Hey, wait a second. Before you scram, let me give you a little gift. Take this elevator key card. There's an elevator on the other side of that door. Give it a shot. You'll be able to come visit me way more often this way. Short this conversation was. Feel good to chat again. Don't forget my LED visor next time. You have a name? Poppengard Stevens. Fuel starter. Yes, so far I have not been particularly enthralled with the story. I mean, the opening bit was cool, but this is, again, it's very try-hard in terms of, oh, yeah, we're trying to be edgy and yada yada. So we're going up. Oh no! A one-way door. Oh, we are into the pink area. Except that we're not stopping. Okay. Crates respawn when we change zones. And down I go. Yeah, so I assume that's an elevator caller. The door has been unlocked. Oh, that's just taken us around in a loop. Find the eye visor. Is that what we need for to do stuff with the giant eyes? Do we have any indicator? We've got no extra maneuverability, so... It's not like we can get anywhere now that we couldn't already get. So this has just helped us get back to... the start of the area, I guess. This reminds me a reasonable chunk of Convergence, League of Legends story, except that had a much better feeling movements. Like, massively better feeling movements. Movement in this feels sluggish and imprecise. Also, the game kind of stammers each time he hits. Oh, well, we can't get back up here. Does it want me to go all the way around? So that's dull. You know, if you're going to hit us with a forced big loop like this, you want to make sure that we're having fun moving around, and I'm not. What's the fall damage? I can't imagine this fall damage. I suppose I better hit this save station, hadn't I? E.T. Foundry. Okay, he's got nothing new to say, so he's not the courier. I assume there's going to be more to this combat than this, because at the minute it's not very enthralling at all. It's very kind of spammy. Was there a door that we didn't go through? Okay, we didn't go this way. You need Toshibo's ID. Well, that's good to know. How did you work that out? Yeah, because there's no air control at all. I just have to hope that it would like improve as soon as we get like an air dash or something, but at the minute it's kind of meh. Hitting things into buzzsaws is fun, though. I appreciate that. Jesus. Yes, I'm hoping for some variety in the combat soon. Because right now, I'm a tad bored. Combat doesn't even actually feel particularly responsive either. We couldn't go anywhere here, could we? No, that was the memorial thing, and then this way there was a big red X. Because I'm not really having fun fighting the things, I'm just going to end up running past them. Maybe we were supposed to go to the other zone first? That just links us back. Oh, jeez, the air control issue is it just feels really bad. There's just so many flashy. It's. Oh god. This needs to do something really quick to get me back on its side, because at the moment I'm not enjoying this. This is very, very dull. It's yes, that's fun. This is very much kind of style over substance. You know, it's possible that I've missed all of the interesting things. You know, it wouldn't be that surprising if I've somehow managed to miss everything that would make things a bit more interesting. No, there's no getting up there. And you're just gonna... What happened to the voice acting? Yeah, what's the point of setting expectations with voice acting if you're not going to carry it on for the whole game? Or is it just bugged? Membrane wing. Lovely. Nice if we had that kind of power. Yeah, we've got nothing to work with. Right, I'm gonna have a quick look over to the right. Yeah, the dash direction is very unresponsive. It keeps on dashing me forward when I'm trying to dash the opposite direction. So there's definitely no getting through that. So we can't get up there. We can't get through that. I can't remember what was stopping us from going up there. Again, because we've got no ability to customize our map markers, so we've just got to rely on the game doing it for us, which is kind of annoying. It's very easy to get yourself lost amidst all the particle effects. But again, style over substance. Was that okay? Yeah, so we can't get up there. We didn't go along here because I dropped down. Kind of a shame that that doesn't AoE when we do that. Oh, we can't go there anyway. Today, the gods of the cosmos have heard our prayers. The period of hunger and isolation is finally over. A great being has fallen from space and sacrificed himself to save us. His flesh is thick and nourishing. I'm sure it will allow us to survive longer. We'll no longer need the crystal pits. We'll no longer depend on poor wages. Now we belong to the whale. We belong to Cosmos. Unknown source, year 213, week 1. Oh. We have secret walls. Good to know. But has availed us naught in terms of actually trying to make any kind of progress. So, GG. So, we've come a big loop. We've picked up 2 quests. Essentially. We can't do either of them in this zone. Okay, so essentially, we've done a big loop and there's nothing we can do in this zone. So I've been playing for what, maybe an hour and a half, something like that, because I've had to stop the recording a couple of times, and we've basically not really achieved much of anything exciting. The combat has been beyond bland and mediocre. Those big ass enemies with the silly heads. Can do far too much damage. Challenge rooms have been spam fest. The parry mechanic seems meh. But aesthetically it's nice, and I like the music. So we need 1800 scrap to even scrap, whatever it is, to even get any upgrades. Whee. But yeah, why have we lost all voice acting? Okay, this is a Denzel factory, so is this where the courier was supposed to be coming from? Maybe we can find something useful in here. Maybe. Nope. Isn't this where we started the game? Most enemies, well, I say most enemies as if we've fought a wide variety of them, but enemies seem to have like double swing. Huh. Anyway, I've got to go and do a couple of Christmassy related things, but I'm going to come back and play some more of this for a second impressions, if that makes sense. But first impressions aren't good. I like the style of the aesthetic, although I think it's a bit busy in terms of effects in the middle of somewhat spammy combats. I like the music for the kind of challenge roomy bits. The voice acting was all right when we actually had some, but we seem to have lost it. The fact that the very first impression that we got of game was a big ass cutscene where the sound was broken isn't exactly very, it's not a good start. But the gameplay just isn't very good. The control in the air feels off. There's no courtesy time, so you've got to really carefully judge the edges of things. There's no variable jump height, so you're always going to be jumping the same height. And since most games these days have it, you're going to fall afoul of that for quite some time, I would think. The combat itself has had no variety so far because, I don't know, maybe I went to the wrong zone first. Maybe I should have gone left, then right. But we got nothing from wandering around the bloody den in a loop twice, apart from a couple of quests that you can go and do with no indication of actually where to go. We got some key items, we got some materials, but no idea what we actually do with them. No new weapon, no components whatsoever, no new abilities. Basically, in the first hour and a half, we've not really managed to do anything except find a load of bugs, and some iffy design decisions. The map so far has been all right. I like the fact that it does auto mark things on, but it doesn't allow us the ability to mark on things that we'd like to come back to. Reasons why I couldn't get up such and such a shaft or this, that, and the other, unless it's programmed into the game. You've got no way of telling. So, mixed. mixed down to not great in terms of first impressions so far. As I said, maybe this has released a little bit too early. Or maybe it's all part of the subversion. You expected a game that was fun and works fine and has audio that plays all the way through. GG. GG. I'm being really harsh, but you know, it's a complete product. Okay, it's not a very expensive complete product. And I don't know how many people were involved in the making of it. But if this is a small team with an ambitious, you know, scope, you need to spend more time polishing such basic things of, do your controller buttons work properly? Does your audio in your opening cutscene play? And is your game actually fun to play? I'm just hoping that this component system that we've heard about but not really seen anything of in the first hour plus, I'm hoping that will help improve the feel of things, because right now it doesn't feel great. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed or found useful this introductory look, these first impressions, this critique, realistically, of the opening hour or so of Cookie Cutter on the Epic Games Store version, but played via Steam because I just couldn't get it to capture. Otherwise, it had to go through Steam, and I have no idea why. Changed all the settings that I could think of. Some games are just weird. Until next time, stay safe, stay fabulous. Toodle pip. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.